Guys, I've been looking for several minutes and I just can't find an Ottoman game, and I'm glad I did here. Now we have Puppy Paw playing as the Ottomans in the color orange. Oh my god, that's CSO. I was checking at CSO. Puppy Paw here in the color orange against his opponent playing as the Japanese is CSO from Team Elephant from China. CSO always reminds me of I don't know. When I read it, I just read Counter-Strike. Global Offensive. That was the name, right? That was the name, Counter-Strike. I mean, I know it's Counter-Strike. I just don't know the full name because everyone call it Counter-Strike. I just call it a Counter-Strike guy, and every time I read his name, it's like, okay, this is a Counter-Strike guy for sure. Maybe I have a suspicion he started with Counter-Strike. That was his nickname, and then he went back to Age of Empires 4 to apply the Counter-Strike skills in Age of Empires. Oh my god, that's wild. That's wild. We see the military school already there for Puppy Paw. Gonna send the spearman, the brave spearman, to scare those Japanese villagers in the front of their base. Gonna gather that gold here. Now, he went for a house here, but he didn't go for a Tawara. So he's not having that extra gathering rate. So he's gonna be aging up really fast. That means only 2 villagers on gold will be more than enough to just gather the gold he needs to age up and, you know, have a good time. Have a good time. Well, this is a mill that it's built up by a ghost. Am I blind? Or okay, this guy was inside. This guy was inside. Oh my god. What is happening here? It's already the afternoon here in China, and I'm trying to organize my time a little bit where I can just, like, the days I record, like what day there are a bunch of things I do during the day. I try to organize myself to know which days I can do what and which days I cannot. And so far, working in the morning has been really good for me. I try to force myself to, after like 7 p.m, like for me, it's like finished. Kind of like a regular job, you know? Like for me, it's finished. Like I don't need to work on anything else now. I will try to distract myself. Because I cannot remember, like, when at the time I went to China, I was really enjoying my life. Part of the reason was I was working for Ubisoft. So Ubisoft is a company that allows you to have a lot of free time. Like you can leave at 6, for example, no problem. The reality is every game company does crunch. Every game company does overtime. And being a game developer is not easy. So after 6, I just, let's go out. Let's go out. I didn't want to play any games because I wanted to enjoy more life. And I want to go outside the world, explore the world a little bit, you know, do wild stuff or anything like that. And I realized that really helped me a lot. That period where I wasn't really going so hard on myself, I was really enjoying life. And I want to do that now. It's a little bit harder when you have your own businesses. Like I work for myself now, I have other type of businesses. And the reality is you don't have a time to stop working, and that can be tricky stuff. I have been doing that for many years. Like I think I work for myself since I'm 20. I'm 30 now, so I'm kind of familiar with that. In fact, I'm the kind of guy who cannot work for someone else. It's hard. It is hard. Like when you work for yourself for so many years, it is hard to adapt for working for someone else. But anyway, let's get back to the game. Our Counter-Strike guy just having a wall here just to be safe. You never know with the Ottomans. Just because they have these 3 units, they can just age up, like do whatever they want on their free time. Look at that, military school changing the look. and harass you at the same time. They non-stop harassing civilization, and I miss them. I miss them a lot. Like, I miss watching the Ottomans play. It's one of the ships I enjoy play a lot. One of the ships I really enjoy playing a lot. But since the patch, I don't know why everyone's like going castle. Everyone's like, forget about feudal age, forget about everything. Just go castle and just harass with some units. And looks like the Japanese player is doing that. Have 5 villagers on gold. Meanwhile, the Ottoman not really looking for that. Gonna have a lot of wood. So probably thinking about a second town center. I already have some villagers here. So it's gonna be a 2TC Ottoman build. Now, it's gonna be very greedy for you if you go for a 2TC and then go castle. But we will see how things turn out. By the way, well, I want to ask you, how do you like this season? How do you like this season? Do you feel like the game has changed a lot? I kind of like it. There are some things I missed in the season before. One of the things is there are some civilizations that are definitely more popular than other ones. And we have a lot more than before, but I see less variation in the matches. And I can say that because I cast these games a lot, and it's hard for me to find a civilization that is not the Byzantines, it's not the Ayyubids, it's not the Japanese. I miss the old French, you know? The French is pretty much non-existent, replaced by Jeanne d'Arc, which is nice, right? But if no one plays French, then someone needs to do something about it. Obviously, the developers need to... They all have more data, like, okay, what are these guys playing? And what are they gonna do, right? What are they gonna do about it? I hope we see a patch anytime. Not anytime soon, but some recently, like, we just had a patch, so I cannot complain. We just got a free-for-all and all that jazz. But I would love to see more civilizations. I mean, that's the strength of this game. More civilizations, more about, you know, Order of the Dragon, more about, you know, the English have been... for example, the English is a really good example. The English got buff. Their Abbey of Kings just got a little buff there. The first king is for free. And the good thing about that is that now English can be played in very different ways. They can go to TC, they can go harass the king, they can go Wingard Palace, and that's just the way it is. Like, one simple change can change the whole outcome of the game. So I hope to see more changes like that. Let's get back into the game. Floating gate already there with 8 villagers. Well, Puppy Paw just chilling. Looks like he's macroing for going that castle age. Very, very good timing for Puppy Paw. Still need, like, let's take a look at the income per minute. Already 700 food per minute, so pretty much in 1 minute he will be able to start the Asia process. So Japanese is gonna be ahead. The problem is he's going for the mounted samurai, and his opponent already have a bunch of spearmen there. Now, I'm not a fan of the Yoroshiro inside the Mount Samurai, and the reason is you're fighting against the Ottomans, and the Ottomans get access to Janissaries, and they will completely destroy any kind of cavalry unit. So if Puppy Paw sees this, pretty much it's an indication that this guy is very much committed to train samurais. That's how it's gonna work. It's like Puppy Paw is guarding this relic. We have only 5 spearmen, so that shouldn't be a problem. Shouldn't be a problem for Puppy Paw. For CSO. With 2 samurai, definitely you need to back off, because while you try to kill 1 spearman, the other ones are still attacking you, are doing more DPS. And looks like they will engage with the spearman. Not really a big fan of this, but nice micro coming from CSO. Looks like he will be able to get that relic. Eventually, I hope he sends it pretty soon. Otherwise, this relic is gonna be guarded anytime soon. We're talking about the Ottomans here. Gonna have more barracks and an archery range, of course. We're gonna most likely see Janissaries joining the party. Like the samurai gonna go for a counterattack, decides to back off for the moment. And again, that's the spearman is okay. Like a big number of Mount Samurais can take down equal number of spearmen for sure. What I don't like is the Janissaries, which we're gonna see soon. Most likely. I can put my hands on fire. Let me see. Janissaries. Well, he doesn't have the resources. There you go. First Janissary on the queue. I'm telling you, man. I'm a visionary. That's why I'm casting. That's why I'm casting and not playing, because my vision is better than my skills. 2 more Mon Samurai here, and we see the real samurai starting to get trained. Do we see the Yoroshiro there? Where is the barracks? There you go. Now the beauty of putting those Yoroshiros in your production buildings is that you pretty much can use the wood for anything you want. You can go for a second town center if you wish. Eventually you will have enough stone if you mine a lot of gold. You can go for farms. Like, you don't need more production, right? You can use that wood for, yeah, like your production is pretty much ready. This is like 8 seconds each unit. You're in a really good spot. And there you go. Kill them with fire, man. Kill them with fire. That's all you need. A Janissary. Oh, you need more than one for sure. Now these guys are expensive. It's 100 gold each, so it obviously is a great unit. Like, they do 16 damage and extra 16 to cavalry, so they're very dangerous. But they are expensive, so I don't think we will see a lot of them. What he can do is call the Janissary company. I don't know when he will have the the what's the name? The Vizier point. There you go, the Vizier point, where he can just call those Janissaries out. Usually it's a lifesaver, but so far I don't think he needed it. While coming here, protect those berries. Ottoman Empire, slow but steady, building up. Meanwhile, CSO, we have 3 farms out here. Manor got upgraded, and he will have enough stone for a second town center, which he may need because his opponent is on 2 TCs, and his economy will just be very good in some time. Spearman getting caught off guard here. That's a significant loss for our friend David. Just lost a lot of spearmen. Magonel is out. Not the best unit you want to have against those Mount Samurai, but you know, it is what it is. We already have 9 samurai on the field for a CSO. CSO playing to its best to basically demonstrate the Japanese Empire can actually take down the Ottoman Empire. Veteran seed for archers coming for Papipo. Interesting choice. There is no light units coming from CSO. And the Magonel shot. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. More production coming for the Ottomans. At this point, the Ottomans will have a lot of units. Or let's take a look at how many military schools. 4 military schools, 2 barracks, 2 archery range. It's about time. This is the point where the Ottomans get a little bit scary. Villagers saved by the recent update from the depths to block the path from other units when now building walls. Man-at-Arms committed to take down that Shinto priest. Shinto priest dies in the water. No one will suspect it was a man-at-arm. And now we see a combination that I really like a lot. More than Spearman Janissaries. The combination I like a lot, it's Man-at-Arms and Janissaries. Because Janissaries do the heavy DPS, and the man-at-arms will tank the damage. Whereas you have a Spearman, everyone's doing DPS, but no one is tanking. So if you get guys like this, eventually you could lose your army. So be careful of that. With that, be careful. More man-at-arms coming soon. Let's take a look at the military schools. All of them building man-at-arms. Man-at-arms is all we need, guys. Let's take a look at how many seconds you need for a man-at-arms. 1 minute. 1 minute. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Looks like he chose the Vizier point for train military schools faster. Military school units, I should say. Villagers safe here, and another raid coming. And now the... Oh my god, that's a lot of samurai. That's a lot of samurai. And let's go into full screen mode, because we're gonna witness a huge battle here. Samurai on the north and on the south. Samurais everywhere, guys. Actually, samurai gonna be able to catch the mangonels. Looks like they took down one. They took another one. And this fight looks very good for... I was about to say CSO, but actually... Did the Ottomans manage to pull that out? That's... Now, it might be the reason that he went for +2 melee armor. Mangonel shots from CSO managed to deal a lot of damage to those crossbow mass. Managed to do another shot before he dies. Unfortunately, didn't hit many. And man, that's the power of the Janissaries. I'm telling you, that guys, those guys have crazy DPS. Like, let's take a look at the how many attack per second. Do they say? Attack speed 1.29 seconds. I'm blind, guy. I'm blind. 1.29 seconds. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Samurai is going for a raid now. Now the problem, CSO lost a battle, and he doesn't have the economy to recover that fast. Whereas his opponent, he's on 76 villagers. He lost 14, which is great for him. This raid is... It's very good for him. It's very good for CSO. It's really working for him. Now, meanwhile, a counter-attack for David. Papi Pao. He's trying to deal damage to those Mount Samurai. He's trying to kill as many villagers as possible. He knows he killed quite a bunch, actually. 19 villagers dead. Are you talking about the Ottomans? And their units don't stop. They don't need resources. They get units for free. And every minute you will see 4 extra units from the military schools for free. Forever. Like, unless you do something about it. Like killing the military schools. That's what's gonna be the rest of the game. No matter if we are playing 20 minutes, 1 hour, we're gonna see extra 4 military pop for the Ottomans every single minute. So that's no joke. We're already talking about 80 military units. We see a ram coming here. Starting to push away CSO from the berries. Let's take a look at his base. Didn't go for a second town center. Actually, he decided to go mass infantry. And a good choice for him was stop the production of those cavalry units. He actually deleted the stable so he can use the Yoroshiro someone else. Actually put it on the wood. That's very interesting. And Onabugeshas can actually do a very decent job against those Janissaries. At the same time, Papi Pao is already on the base. Papi Pao in the house, buddy. It's like Onabugeshas will have to go back. I know there's a lot of units here, a lot of crossbows. We're talking about 14 crossbows at 30 Janissaries. This is scary. Samurai is not where they should be. And this is complete chaos in the Japanese base. A lot of samurais already arriving. Janissary is gonna get intercepted by a single on obligation, but there are a lot of man at arms. 37. And look at this. This is non-stop, man. This, you can't stop the Ottoman army at this point. Look at the Janissaries, how they just kite, and they're like walk a little bit. Whoop. And he taps out. Well played by these two players. Wow, what a match. Hopefully you enjoyed this one, and I will see you in the next one.